Nathan Weinland with Remax Alliance here, and today I'm going to show you what's in my camera bag. Now, I don't know about you, but I always enjoy watching other photographer and videographers' what's in my camera bag video. They usually have some awesome equipment. So I thought I'd show you what's in my camera box. So for the camera case, I chose a Pelican Storm. This is the IM2700. And the reason is I wanted something that was durable, something I could throw in the back of the car. I didn't have to worry about if it rattled around a little bit. Unlike a camera bag, which some things inside, if I didn't pack them away just right, certainly might get damaged, unless you're a professional, which I'm not. So let's take a peek. So first off, I chose the case with plug foam. Actually, I didn't choose it, just happened to be what they had in stock. I do like the cases that don't have the plug foam, that you cut out everything. It seems to hold things better, but the real reason is as you move equipment in and out, it doesn't start to pull extra pieces of the plug foam away. All right, let's just buzz through it real quick and I'll show you what all we've got here. I always have a few extra AA batteries. You always need some AA, so I just have extra 4 of them in there. So I keep a couple of battery chargers in here. This is for the Sony type and the Canon type. This way, if I'm on a site someplace and we're shooting and we have a dead battery, I can quickly throw it on the charger, maybe get a 50 or an 80% charge so I can finish up what I'm working on. Brings us to extra batteries. I carry 4 Canon style batteries for the camera, and I carry 4 Sony style for the accessories. The monitor that we use here uses a Sony style, and I can run the camera from the power from this. So I'll show you in a minute. I always have some slots for some extra cards. You want spare cards with you at all times. So I have some extra slots here and some extra pieces here that I could throw in different size, different types of cards. Camera filters are always important. I keep a full set of ND filters, cross polarization filters, in the bag for each of the lenses which I carry. Nothing more annoying than when you get out there and you're shooting a nice bright sight and you forgot your ND filters. Okay, so I keep your standard speed light, Canon on-camera flash or off-camera, works remotely as well. This is nice for a little flash photography. And then I always keep a little gel light with us. These are really nice to have when you're on a shoot someplace and it's like, you know, a little ambient light over in that corner would work. It has some colored gels for the front that you can clip onto it. And these last quite a while and are pretty inexpensive. We have more than just one, but we always keep one in the camera bag so that if we're someplace and it's like, oh man, a little extra cool light over there would be awesome. We've got one right here. All right, so we keep our microphone in here, Rode mic. These are fantastic little shotgun style mics. We also use Rode lapel mics. They're just a great brand to have. And we keep our dead cat in here as well. A little windy, a little breezy, or we just want to be careful. Clips right onto it, keeps it nice and quiet. Okay, so we keep 5 different lenses with us when we're out running around. One is a 24x85, great little lens for versatility. We also keep a nice zoom lens. This one here has image stabilization 75 to 300. Okay, we also use a wide angle. This is a 17x40. This is a great little Canon lens as well. Not real expensive. And I have a macro in here, and that's just for in case I come across something that I want some geeky shots of. And the last lens we have is this nifty 50, this 50mm Canon lens. And I'll talk a little bit more about why we keep this one with us at all times when I get to the camera. Let's talk about this little accessories case and our monitor. Now, an inexpensive accessory that you'd want to consider is an on-camera monitor. These are great little monitors. This is the one that uses the Sony batteries. It just gives you a good idea of what you can see in the shot, because a lot of times you're not behind the camera and you want to see the resolution, you want to see the lighting and so forth as well. This also has a false colors image so that when you're looking through at the green screen or that type of thing, you can really see if your colors are way off or if your lighting is way off. This will actually power the camera too. It's got a nice DC out that can plug right into my Canon. You can use one battery for the entire shoot. And of course, I'm going to get a lot more life out of a big old Sony battery like this than I am these little Canon batteries. So it gives me a lot more longevity here. And of course, a little accessories case. So here on the accessories area, I just pull out, and then this is where we have our cables. Our audio cable for our Rode mic, our HDMI for our monitor. We have the power plug for the Canon so that we can use that power right off of the monitor. Some extra audio cables are important in here. My camera strap is also in here. Adapter for a micro SD. And some additional smaller flash cards. So we have obviously multiple flash cards here, or multiple SD cards as well. And we just have a couple of extras just in case we get to a shoot and we forgot to take the images off of one of them, and the other one is at home at the reader, and we just got to get a few minutes of footage. One of the other things I think is real important for a camera case is something that you can throw gaff tape in, different things along that line. I don't have room in this case for it, so we keep a little bag that goes along with all those little accessories in it. Pocket knife, gaff tape, a lighter's a great idea, a little flashlight, anything along that line. You're out on a site and you're shooting and it's like, oh man, I really wish I had a little something to tape this up with. Or, you know, I really need a lighter in this case to end some fraying, or, you know, there's all kinds of reasons to have those little things in your camera case. Let's talk about the camera that I use. I like shooting with the Canon 5D Mark IV. There's a few things that I don't like. It's a mirrored camera, so it's not mirrorless. That has some differences on the monitoring that you're seeing and so forth. It doesn't have a flip out screen. That's why we put the big monitor on the top. Oh, hey, wait, I didn't say anything about the feature differences of mirrored versus mirrorless cameras. I led up to it and everything.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Oh, well, I guess we'll put that in a future video. You'll notice that none of my lenses, none of my equipment here is the $10,000 stuff that you see in the pro's bag. We can't afford that. We don't have that budget. What we can do is we can get the best equipment for the little video blogs that we do, and then the filming of the houses, and that's what we're after. The best equipment for the dollar. And so I really think that this camera has suited us incredibly well. It's a great little camera, shoots in 120. It's one of the more inexpensive camera lines that will shoot in 120. Sony has come out with some fantastic ones now that I think probably do a little bit better job even for the price point than the Canon line does. But I'm a Canon guy because I have a lot of Canon lenses and so forth. All of our plugs here we have for your mic inputs, for your HDMI ins, your flash, remote, and then I keep the battery grip on it. This has 2 batteries to it, or that plug that I showed you that plugs into exterior power. Plus it's a little bit easier to hang on to during a video shoot when you're freehanding. So we'll probably talk about why we picked this exact camera in a future video when I break down what my camera bag looked like when I first started, which was something like this. So I like using a camera box instead of a camera bag. I find that they're just more durable and much more inexpensive. And I keep my camera inside. Talk about this nifty 50 just a little bit. The nice thing about this 50, it's not a zoom lens. It gives you an awesome depth of field. So if you're going for that cinematic look, where you have the subject in focus, or you're passing your frame of focus through the subject and into the background, because you're going to get those really nice cinematic blurry backgrounds with a nice clean, very sharp subject in place. And this is that medium depth of field. One thing that you'll want to do on your camera is learn how to use it. Don't just set it to all auto modes, auto white balance, auto focus, auto everything, and then go out and start shooting. You'll end up with some very interesting effects that you're not looking for. Learn how to set the white balance, learn how to shoot on manual, and you'll be a lot happier with it. All right, let's throw it back in there. So this is what I've got in my camera bag currently. Again, we're gonna do another video on what I started with and then why I added what equipment I did and kind of extend it out to the other equipment. The idea is you don't need to have $1 million budget. You can go pretty inexpensive and end up with something that's a little bit better than your competition, to end up with just that buttery, clear, awesome video that nobody else is doing in your market area. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching. I stuck it in upside down. I don't know how it goes. I'm still backwards. It's important to know your case.